Good evening, good day, good morning, whatever time you're watching this video. It's been a while, but it is time for another exciting and hopefully informative episode of Food Reviews for You. Yes, that's right, Food Reviews for You. And today we're jumping on the Arby's bandwagon, if you will, by trying their new groundbreaking, because Arby's is known for its roast beef and other various meats, but not hamburgers. But now that's changed because Arby's has recently introduced their new Wagyu hamburger. That's right, Wagyu. If you're familiar with that at all, anyone know what Wagyu is? Are you familiar with Wagyu?
It's like some overpriced beef where like the cows are like they're pampered like some hedonistic Roman emperors or something until they're finally killed. But until that day, they're apparently treated like royalty or something, and they're supposedly very fat and whatever. It's apparently very marbled or something.
Is it sexy?
They're covered in
oil,
gravies and things like that, and they take some food and dip it on. You know,
that sounds
like I said, like
weird.
Okay, you guys
Hero
are
or
really
something.
wrong.
How about some real information? Let's hear.
The Wagyu Steakhouse burger will feature an American Wagyu blended burger, topped with American cheese, shredded lettuce, tomato, pickles, red onion, and a special burger sauce.
A burger sauce.
That must be what you were
Yes,
saying,
yeah.
all that gravy. On a toasted, buttery brioche bun.
Brioche is always good, right?
All
It
right,
says,
well,
this is to create a refined burger experience.
Well, we're in for a treat.
Well, we
I
should
feel.
probably try this refined burger before
it gets ice
melts.
cold, you know. By the way, we're here today. Me, myself, Shaun, Patrick, Hite, as always. Hiding in the shadows, as always. My very informative, very hilarious, very beautiful wife, Miss Margaret Hite. And joining me on the side today, my man, Mr. Justice Logan Hite. So, are you excited to be here today? On camera.
Well,
You've been with
we'll
us
see
before.
once I taste this.
You've been
Hopefully
with us
it's
before.
not ice cold already because it's been like 5 minutes.
Well, here we're gonna go. It's been longer than that, but you know that's the way it goes. Okay,
There's also a bacon ranch, but this is the deluxe.
There is a bacon ranch version. We opted for the original, the deluxe, right?
Just to see what it's like.
And of course, it comes in the paper wrapper with the foil lining to promote heat. Okay, let's take a look at this, if we shall. This is, and we pre-cut it because we are both going to be trying this today. This is the brioche bun.
You know visually what it kind of reminds me of?
What's that?
Like almost like a Rally's burger.
A Rally's burger.
It
Yeah,
kinda has
I
that
can kind
look
of
to
see
it.
that. And I will give you your half as not to manhandle it there.
Whatever.
But here's the cross section, and these are, if you detect a hint of pink in the meat,
It's very pink.
a hint
Let
of
me
pink,
see.
a little pink.
Oh, heck no.
It's because these are cooked, and it says there on the menu, these come served medium well.
Yeah.
And the reason that is from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, Margaret,
Let me
these
see yours.
these arrive
Yeah.
to the store pre-cooked, right?
Yeah.
Medium well.
And then they
And then
deep
somehow
fry them.
they fry somehow they fry them. I don't know what process they're using. It's not like a
It
McDonald's
looks like
thing.
they don't fry them very long.
Yeah,
I don't think.
No.
So anyway, I'm
There's a lot
going to
going
be
in
honest
this.
with you. Already looking at this, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm already feeling.
I say
This
no.
never happens to me. I'm feeling a little squeamish, to be honest with you.
I won't eat it.
She refused, which is why I.
There's
have
a lot of
justice
moo
in
in there.
Too much move for me. I'm my father's
What
daughter.
is that?
I mean, look at that.
Are we gonna go in for? We've got to go in for at least a bite.
Yeah. Okay.
But here's with the tomato, the lettuce. It all looks. If you ask me, it all looks a bit yucky.
Nasty.
That's the best thing. It just looks.
I don't know if it was hot or if that would change my opinion.
Well, it wouldn't because it ain't that hot.
All right, let's just go. Come on, do it.
And let me tell you, this sandwich was what, like almost $7.
Yeah,
so
it was like $6 something.
It says $5.99 on here, but I think
that's
it's
not what
more
we
than that.
paid here.
Varies in some locations.
Yes, not here in Illinois.
Granite
City.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's try it.
Gross.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I swallowed that. And,
That's it for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One bite.
it's not good at all, and it's not even the raw part. Like just looking at that, you're like,
it's
just looking at like it was hard to take a bite because I'm a well
It was
done.
hard to watch.
I'm a well done kind of guy, and the pink, just like my mother, is kind of like off putting. But I was willing to give it a go.
Oh, I'm off putting.
Sure. But anyways, after that bite, it wasn't even that. There was like a very odd taste.
the texture. It was almost like this is what I detect when I bit into it, and I have eaten medium well meat before. I'm a well done guy, but I have
He
eaten.
can eat. You can eat burgers with pink in it. That don't really.
I've gotten
bother
quarter
me.
pounders and things. They're a little pink, but the
And
thing
I
is,
won't eat it. Like
they're
you
hot and
would.
juicy, and it's okay. I don't want anything bleeding or raw. I prefer well done. This, to me, biting into it was almost like if you were to bite into a cork, like that punch, like you bite through it, and it's just like this chewy, rubber, almost like an eraser or something to me.
I think you might have just been getting a lot of like tomato and lettuce.
Oh no! I think I don't even know if I got any of that. I merely bit, I think, just the meat, a piece of the meat. And literally, I was about to lose it, I'll be honest, and that has never happened in an episode of Food Reviews before.
I don't know if they cooked it long enough. I know it's supposed to be medium well, but it wasn't that hot at all. And
in all fairness, it's been a while since we got it. Like, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Not long enough for it to be.
But not long enough for it to taste completely just
Well, it wouldn't
stomach-churning,
go raw.
nauseating.
Yeah.
Well, we knew it was going to be pink in the middle because they said that. They even show that on the menu, but that's not even the issue. It's
you know what the consistency sounds like a little bit? It's kind of like frozen meat.
Well, obviously it comes to the store frozen if they're pre-cooked.
But you know what I mean? How there's that kind of icy consistency.
Look.
You almost threw up. I could tell.
And that's never happened on an episode of Food Reviews.
It has for me, but not for you.
My dear sweet baby has almost thrown up on nearly every episode.
I was surprised I got it down easier than you did. Which is...
You know what?
Very
Generally,
smart.
by nature, I am pretty squeamish, but not when it comes to
food.
this sort of thing. But this, I hate that we spent $8 on this food. Normally, I don't even care about that because it's it's for the video, and it's the whole point is to put it out there. Now you may go in there and get it fresh off though, however they fix it.
So you said the texture was the worst part for you?
The punch. That's the only way I can describe it. Biting into the meat was like a punch. Like
to me, I kind of felt a little bit of that.
I thought you liked that, like on hot dogs. Are you about to
no.
throw up? Are you
I
okay?
don't. No, I'm okay. I'm perplexed more than anything at this point.
For me, it wasn't.
I don't want to punch. I don't want food with a punch. I don't.
For me, it wasn't that though.
You want your food to punch up?
This did right in the throat. I think.
But for me, it wasn't even that. Like, it didn't taste that. Like, it wasn't the texture as much. Like, I don't think it had a great texture or anything. But for me, as I was chewing on it, it was that taste. I don't know if it's that burger sauce they put on there, or it's just the taste of the Wagyu itself.
The Wagyu is.
And I've never tried Wagyu. Anybody in this room ever tried it?
No, but
will I ever try it again?
Probably not. I don't like fatty meat either, so it's not something I would enjoy. But what I'm saying is,
I don't like lazy meats.
But what I'm saying is,
lean meats.
It wasn't even the
not lazy, pampered, spoiled meats.
It wasn't that. Like I said, it might have been the burger sauce taste,
spoiled meats,
or it might have been the meat itself. But it kind of had this weird, like salty, like bad gravy kind of taste.
I wouldn't even eat it, so it doesn't matter. That was just the blood.
It might have been the blood. I don't know.
I think it was.
Well, and these toppings look as if they were applied to this thing like a week ago. It's like hot garbage.
Yeah.
It's all melted. Look at this. Look, the cheese actually
like part of it
has the shape of the tomato. I don't know if you can detect that.
Yeah,
which that's fine. That's from the cheese.
You know what it kind of reminds me of?
At some point.
You know those little burgers in the box you buy in the frozen section?
Yes.
It's
like the guy who eats off his couch.
You mean Ashens?
Yeah.
Ashens, yeah, he tries the frozen burgers from the dollar store, and they're always terrible.
They're basically the equivalent to like.
Shout out to Ashens. If anybody
they're basically like the equivalent to like those little fast bite burgers.
He's a British guy that eats
stores.
off of his couch.
Yeah,
but
his content is good, but
they're
equivalent
though to basically.
Crummy couch is so gross.
But they're equivalent to basically like the fast bite burgers and stuff that you'd get in a frozen section.
They're horrible.
Yeah, they're gross, and they already have the bread, so they're like kind of soggy and weird. And
that's exactly what we're dealing with here.
Normally pretty good. It did nothing for this. It was
because here's my thing: if I ordered this through DoorDash, it would probably take about 10-15 minutes for me to get it as well, and it's going to be like this. It's going to be this cold conglomeration of just nasty.
Well, you got to think too. If you do get something like Uber Eats,
you know what? Did they charge us for a Sprite anyway? I wonder if that's why it was that much.
No,
I looked.
It's
There
just
was no
expensive.
Sprite.
But like if you do get through DoorDash, Uber Eats, or something like that,
I don't think there's a Sprite.
I would say that it's going to be even longer.
No.
How much was it?
How much was the what?
The burger.
The burger was. What am I looking at here?
$9.89.
2 chicken sliders. This isn't the right receipt. What is this even from?
You paid for the wrong thing. Is what happened.
No, there's no Sprite on here either.
Yeah, there is. Right here. It's a meal.
Well, she said $14.70 when I ordered, though. So it must have been right around the same price point.
Yeah, so they gave us the wrong thing because this is for a half-pound meal with a small drink, which is a Sprite, and a small curly fry with 2 chicken sliders.
Right.
And how much was that?
This was $7. This was $7, and yours was $7.
How much was that receipt for?
$14.70.
Then they probably charged us more money than they should have.
How? That's $7 and that's $7. That's $14 right there.
I think
so. We might have actually saved money, but either way,
who knows?
If not, it's within
it's within parameters.
Another reason this meal sucks. No, I'm just not.
No, here it is.
Not that. How much is it? Sorry, we're rambling. $14.72, and this one was $14.70. We paid
saved 2 cents.
We saved 2 cents. Thank you, Lord. Because this sandwich.
How much was that sandwich then?
This sandwich? Okay, so you guys know exactly what we're dealing with here from a price point perspective. We're in Granite City, Illinois, right across the river from St. Louis, Missouri. This sandwich is going to run you $6.49. And then they have a ranch. What was the other one you said earlier? Ranch.
Bacon ranch.
Which is probably like $1 more or something to that effect. So you're looking at $7.49.
So what do you give it out of?
So if this had some soggy bacon on it, oh gross.
It wouldn't save it.
This had some sort of weird sauce too, right? Especially.
Yeah, the burger sauce. That's what I was talking about.
Wagyu sauce.
No, it's burger sauce.
Okay, so what?
Burger
that's
sauce.
what I was saying. That's why I don't know if that was
give
a bad taste.
Out of 5.
Oh, God. What's
0.
What's the lowest score I've ever given anything?
I don't know.
Usually
I
I'm
give it
right
0.
around a 3 or a 4 on most things. Margaret's considerably lower usually.
Yeah.
This I hated with every ounce of my being. And it's kind of like, it's funny because it reminds me of the Paid in Green Peppers podcast, which I do with my buddy Shane Aiden. And there was one particular movie which I hated so much.
Plug.
It's a shameless plug. Check us out on YouTube and various platforms for podcasts. But anyway, no, there was one particular movie that I gave a really low score, like beyond 0, because I hated it so much. And generally, I love everything I review.
Was that the turkey
and
one?
Shane hurts it.
No, it was
Shane hurts it and hates it. But this is the equivalent. No, it was
it was that movie about that serial killer, right?
It was a serial killer. I can't even remember the name of it. It had
not good movie.
It had Jake, the Body by Jake guy, and he played a serial killer. Jake. Is it Steinfeld?
It doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
This is my point. This is the equivalent of that movie. 0, negative, whatever. I don't know. This is horrible. I would not recommend this to my worst enemy. I hated this sandwich. And anybody that knows me knows I'm a pretty easygoing guy when it comes to eating and stuff. This, you saw our reactions.
Yeah, I feel like the only way this would be okay is if you were like a professional fry cook, and then you took it home and like cooked it for real and added new toppings, maybe.
Yeah.
But you would have to completely scrap everything except the burger, and then have your own brioche, own fresh toppings, and then cook this bad boy probably a couple, 5 more minutes or so. Get all that pink out of there.
Yeah, because this...
What would you give it, Justice?
This is not...
That's definitely not fresh.
That is not
frozen.
going in my mouth. That is not going in my stomach.
What do you give it out of 5?
I
give it 0.
Horrible.
It was not.
All right, high five. We are on the same page. This sandwich is 0. This is a complete dud.
You know what's kind of funny? I saw before this, I was watching a couple people review this and like the endorsement and name drop and stuff.
I can't take enough.
I didn't watch a ton of Dame, but I did watch.
You only take so much name.
Yeah, I did watch the endorsement for a little while, and he did take more than one bite. So I don't know if his was made better or.
Did you watch it to see what he said, or
I didn't?
So we've not been influenced by other people at all.
But I just watched a little bit, and he was able to successfully swallow about 3 or 4 bites.
Well, he's a better man than me.
So I don't know if he's just very.
I could barely chew the nibble I took. It was that,
So
and then there was some stringy sinew thing hanging out.
So I don't know if he has a really strong stomach or his was significantly better for some reason. He does live in a different part of the country, so it could always
Maybe
be our
That
location.
makes a difference.
Oh my gosh!
But from our experience, it's terrible.
It's terrible. So we both gave it a 0. So
it's just eating
keep in mind these are only our opinions. Highly professional opinions,
but
mind you.
I eat a lot of fast food. I consider myself, a mild professional in this because I've tasted some burgers in my day, and this is just kind of like a soggy, sloppy, like snail of a burger.
It's worse than any hamburger I've ever got at any restaurant. With the only one I could compare it to was one time they had a burger at Rally's that I tried. It was some sort of, I don't even remember what it was, a cheddar melty kind of something or other. And
was it a
horrible.
cheap burger though? Was it a cheap?
It was just something. It was one of their special.
Because they're value burgers at Rally's.
Well, they're garbage anyway.
They're trash.
This fits right in with any garbage from any restaurant.
Yeah, you
do not try this.
Yeah.
But if you do, I hope you like it. I'm just saying, for $7 or whatever, I hope you like this burger. Eat it fresh. Eat it fast. I'm not going to be eating it.
I just don't know if fresh is a word that could be applied to the sandwich.
Well, since it's pre-cooked, you're right. And then from what I understand,
like
did you ever
said,
understand
though,
how they actually fry it?
No, like
they have a griddle, right, or something?
No, but like a frozen burger. You know what I mean? It's fresh. I mean, it's already
freshly frozen.
Yeah. So it's basically just a frozen hamburger, and I don't know, like, because it sounded like they fried it, but then I heard some other people saying they put it in water and did some stuff,
like almost like boiling water to heat it up, and
or like thawed out or something.
So I don't know the exact details on.
So you're definitely not cooking it.
So if you work at an Arby's, I'm curious. If you work at an Arby's, leave a comment below if you're watching this, because you can give us some information that we don't have access to, that we're just not privy to, but I am curious. And I'm sorry I hated the sandwich. Well, I got to be honest. This is terrible.
I understand they don't have like a grill or anything, so it kind of is just not their fault necessarily. Right. It's the company trying to like. But why does Arby's need a burger? They got roast beef.
Stick to what you know. You know roast beef, and the roast beef 9 times out of 10 is pretty good.
And like that's something different than most places. So it just seems unnecessary.
It is. Margaret, what would you, just by looking at the hamburger, not even attempting to eat this thing, what would you rate it on a scale?
On a visual scale.
5. A visual scale from looking at this
It
monstrosity.
looks like garbage. I would never eat it.
What would you rate it?
Probably worse than you.
Just from a visual standpoint, yeah.
I can't eat it.
It's not an attractive sandwich,
I want
is
to throw
it?
up just looking at it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
The meat itself, it's funny. It reminds me of like a frozen tomato. You know how it's kind of like icy, and like if you're trying to get into it, it's got like that ice consistency. Mm-hmm. It's like that, except it's meat. So like your mind can process the tomato, the meat no.
It's horrible. It's just that's all I can say. It is repulsive. It is disgusting.
They have
It
the
is
meats.
atrocious. Am I forgetting any words?
Arby's has the meats,
It's
but
terrible.
some of them should be left out.
Yeah, they don't need to deal in hamburgers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
They
not
don't.
good.
Stick to what you know. It's okay. You're making money. You're fine. Stick to roast beef. Arby's okay. So anyway, I guess that's gonna wrap it up. We've gagged long enough.
We've
over
thoroughly
this.
declined.
Can't
the
wait to wrap
sandwich.
this up in some garbage bags and
Yeah.
hoist it out to the trash can. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this review. I'm saying don't try it, but if you want to, more power to you. I
Yeah,
hope
I
you
mean-
get a better one than we did. So for the
Leave the comments below. We're curious.
yeah, we do. We always want to know what you think, and I guess
If you got $7 burning a hole in your pocket, I guess try it out. But I'm not
or
promising that.
don't.
Food reviews
For you.
Peace out.
Peace out.